Thank you to those in the previous Canucks video who commented down Hunter Shinkarik. Stay tuned to the end of this one for a chance to be featured in the next full-length video. But when it comes to the topic of what we're talking about today, man, this is a really late video. Like, I should have made this a long time ago, and I don't even know if we're going to use any graphics. Who knows if this is just going to be gameplay commentary straight up with no extra discussion with the visual images or whatever, but I think the video I made back when the Vancouver Canucks made a trade for Nate Schmidt. It was a third-round pick for Nate Schmidt, 1-for-1 with the Vegas Golden Knights, and it was made with the intention of the Golden Knights freeing up salary to get Alex Pietrangelo. I think the video we made back then wasn't good enough. Sure, you could say, oh, you're talking about the fundamentals, right? Because you recorded it at your friend's house while you were out and about with your buds. Yeah, that's fine, honestly. I'm good with the car vlogs, or not even the car vlogs, the normal vlogs of me just holding the phone and talking about stuff. That's cool, but I think the overall perspective I had in that video wasn't good enough, because when we talk about Nate Schmidt, I'm kind of realizing now just how good this player could really be. Now, there's no secret about it. His contract, by the time it's near its end in 2024, 2025, his $5.95 million could look pretty ugly. But for now, what we have with this 29-year-old left-handed defenseman who plays on the right side is a very, very extraordinarily amazing package. Not just in terms of the on-ice production or whatever, but just the person we have too. Now, that's no disrespect to Chris Tanev or Troy Stecher or the other guys who are not on this team anymore, but just having a Nate Schmidt kind of guy on the ice is so cool. And the reason it's really cool is because of who this guy is. We saw in several interviews after he was traded for, where Nate Schmidt just talked about what it was like being him, knowing he was traded and coming over to Vancouver. This guy's personality, the way he talks, the way he speaks to people, it's like Kevin Bieksa, He's talkative. On the ice, he's loud. He's got that energy that allows a locker room to feel a little bit more at ease with each other. And this was exemplified even more when we saw the Vancouver Canucks Nate Schmidt mic'd up video that was uploaded a few days ago, where this guy just goes out there and he gives the Canucks editing staff a whole bunch of stuff to put into that video. The whoop whoops every time he's going up the ice and looking for the breakout pass, or the advice he's stopping up and giving to Jack Rathbone. Rathbone's out there like, oh yeah, sorry. Then he's like, no, don't worry, it's fine. It's just yada, 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 etc. This is what you should do. In other circumstances, you could do something else. He's in that mentorship role, and obviously he should be, because he's 29 years old talking to a guy who's fresh out of college, but yeah, he's got those highlights. He was talking to Jet Wu over as well, joking around with Jay Beagle and Travis Green and Braden Holtby, obviously the former Washington Capitals guys and the Vancouver Canucks coach. Just seeing that energy, so nice. And I saw this point being made on social media. I forgot if it was a tweet or if it was on Reddit or whatever, but the Vancouver Canucks guys don't really have the most out there kind of personalities, Elias Pettersson is dry humor, kind of joking around. He's a very low-key guy. If you don't pay attention to what this guy says, you will miss a lot of the jokes that Elias Pettersson makes. Brock Besser's a very wholesome kind of guy. Bo Horvat's the leader guy. And then you have JT Miller, who is apparently very outspoken in the locker room and whatever. Nate Schmidt's like that. Nate Schmidt is exactly that kind of guy who is able to just give off a very natural and calm vibe out there for his teammates. And that's not even talking about what he does on the ice. That's just talking about Nate Schmidt as a guy. I really like the personality that this guy has, according to what we've seen so far on the videos and the interviews and whatnot. But when it comes to the actual on-ice production, hey, Nate Schmidt is a very good, capable, puck-rushing defenseman. He's had 30 points in the previous few seasons in less than 82 games played. Now, he hasn't played a full 82-game season yet, which does kind of concern me, but hey, when he is playing, he's out there producing. He had 9 points in 20 games in the playoffs last year on a Vegas Golden Knights team that could not score against Thatcher Demko, so who knows how that could have been had Demko been a little bit worse in the second round of the postseason. But Nate Schmidt is a very good offensively capable upgrade over Chris Tanev, and Tanev was a very beloved player in this team. That is very, very true. But his skill set is being replaced by Travis Hamonic, his defensive style, shutdown style, who can get the puck up the ice nicely. And also Travis Hamonic's contract would be probably a lot cheaper than what Tanev ended up going for with the Calgary Flames. But Nate Schmidt over here will be the yin to the yang. You have the Quinn Hughes on one side, the Nate Schmidt on the other other side, they're probably not going to play on the same pair. That is probably a bad idea. But when's the last time the Vancouver Canucks had two pairs of defense who were legitimately very offensively capable? It's been a while, right? You have Quinn Hughes and whoever he plays with, that pairing is going to be getting points because Quinn Hughes obviously is Quinn Hughes. Then you have Nate Schmidt on another line, also doing his thing. This is another power play guy who could probably be, I don't know, the trailing forward or whatever, who goes out there and he sends the breakup passes or he leads the rush himself because he's good at doing that. Even the scrimmage highlights that we saw had Nate Schmidt doing some pretty good things, going out there and setting up some guys, doing some very nice deflection plays, keeping the puck away from the opponent. He's got a very good projectable skill set, and it's done him well with the Washington Capitals and the Vegas Golden Knights. He got better when he went over to Vegas, 30 points consistently in 76, 61, and 59 games. We'll see if he's able to continue that with a stacked forward core like Elias Pettersson, Miller, Besser, Höglander, Horvat, Pearson, and then the bottom six can kind of sort itself out outside of that. But, you know, this is kind of what I wanted to talk about because the way we spoke about Nate Schmidt in the video where we initially traded for him was very, oh, the Canucks gave up a third-round pick for another guy who was going to be really expensive sooner or later, and yada, yada, yada. At least they made a trade. At least it's not a trade that the fan base is absolutely hating like JT Miller was. But, like, now that I think about it, a third-round pick for this kind of player, a very good locker room presence, a very nice interview on the mic, and a guy who looks like he's just really fun to be around, and who can produce offense as well from the blue line, that's a third-round pick, bro. Bro, Benning Bros, you guys are out there talking about how this was a great trade. Honestly, I think I'm starting to believe ya. I know it was made for the purpose of getting that Alex Pietrangelo contract in Vegas, but, like, come on. Come on, you know you love this trade, even though the contract will kind of bite us in the behind in 2023, 2024, 2025, but hey, he could still probably be good and capable at that age. We've seen other NHL defenders who are like 35 and they're still producing very well. So, you know, it's certainly not the worst thing in the world, that contract is. It's just our opportunity now to see whether or not Nate Schmidt plays to a standard that allows that contract to still be okay by the time he is 35 and by the time that contract does expire, because when that happens, hey, we would rather have it be a sad day in Canuckland and not a good day. And not a day where we're looking at it and cheering like we are with Eriksson when his contract is going to be up. We're going to be looking at it and saying, darn, man, Nate Schmidt was a great defender for the past few years. Actually, let's do the math on this one. He's 29 right now. It's 2021. He'll actually be 33 when that contract expires. And now when you put it like that, that's not that bad. Really? Whoa, that's not that bad. Ooh, this could be very, very good. Talk to me in the comments what you think about Nate Schmidt and all the stuff we discussed here in this video. If you made it to the end, comment down in the comment section below Chocolate Rain, because Tay Zonde is a University of Minnesota alumni, and that is where Nate Schmidt went and played his hockey. So that's a very obscure reference, Chocolate Rain. If you know where that's from, hey, YouTube was a very great place back then, wasn't it? I hope you enjoyed this video. So, and bye.